All right, guys, welcome back. Stuff has happened, okay, since the last video. Now, the last video in sequence here is the KSG home defense video. That took off. I mean, we went what they call viral. You know, it's got hundreds of views, ton of likes, and it brought in, I haven't checked, but last time I checked, it was 75 subscribers. I don't even know how that's possible, but I would just want to thank each and every one of you for wanting to follow along. You know, I want to see these videos and see what we're up to. I want to read a few comments from the last video because there were some really good ones. Unknown Hours, you know, he said he isn't a lawyer, but he may be a licensed physician. I'm not sure, but he said he wouldn't be surprised if using two kinds of shells is not going to play out well in court. I don't know. You know, I don't know, guys. Definitely use your discretion on that one. I got another really fun one here from the Spicy German. He said this was a well-made video. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Dwight Stokes said great video, very informative. Cool looking shotgun. I couldn't agree more. Thank you very much, sir. Got 8 figures here. He's a Mossberg guy. You know, that's great. You can't go wrong with a Mossberg. KW Shite. Excuse my French, but I think that's his name. And he says, we're the 23x75mm KSG 23. Well, they don't make one, but if they do, I'll buy it because that sounds great. Brian Coley asked for the sight model and the rail. That's cool. Thank you, Brian. Big Bad John Pisek. I like my Bullpup shotgun semi-automatic with 10 round mags and 20 round mags. He's got 2 of them. Thank you, sir. So we got one. Smokey Mo. Bros Hallway is 5 studios. I laughed. Thank you, Smokey Mo. You're right. The camera makes it look really far. It's probably about 7 feet, but it looks a lot farther than that. James Mason. So why about walls and doors? So why about walls and doors, James Mason? I agree. And my brother and I are working on putting together, you know, a demonstration on that particular topic. But today we don't have that ready, so we're going to do a different kind of video.
We're working out the logistics.
We're figuring out the logistics to get that done for you. So without further ado, today we'll be talking about and looking at this puppy right here. This is the Tavor 7. Now, if you can't tell already based on the other videos, I like sort of uncommon weapons, oddball weapons, I suppose, non-conventional weapon systems. This is a 308. It's a powerful rifle cartridge. I got it in OD green because I love the color. I've got this set up with an ACOG on it. I'm a huge fan of the ACOG. It's absolutely legendary optics. This is a fiber optic sight. So it uses fiber optic to illuminate the reticle during the day, and it's got tritium in there. It's got nuclears to make it light up at night. Okay, and that's perfect for me. That's apocalypse approved, in my opinion. This is the TA11. The reticle is specifically designed for the 308 cartridge. Okay, and it's a 3.5 magnification, fixed magnification. On top, piggyback, I've got this Trigicon RMR. It's just a simple little red dot. This thing is a beast. Had it for a long time. The ACOG has a slight learning curve, but this one is a little easier to get behind due to the larger eye relief. Got this set up with a Magpul sling. It's just a really simple sling, but it's got a fun plastic grabby thing to change your sling length on the fly, so that's cool. I certainly like that. Besides the ACOG and the RMR and some flip-up Magpul irons, this thing's bone stock. There's nothing else different about it. It is right from the factory like this. I've got some super high technical paper plate targets. They're tactical and very expensive. In order to chamber the first round, okay, you've got a full mag in, insert that. You're gonna make sure the weapon isn't safe first. Bring the charger handle back, release. Now we got a round in the chamber, we're ready to go. So that wasn't too bad of a group. Let's try another string. Got an empty magazine. Place the firearm on safe. We're going to use the mag release button to eject this magazine, discard it, grab a fresh magazine and load that into the weapon. Then we're going to use our bolt catch and bolt release button here on the back of the weapon to send that home. So this is a full 16-inch barrel in a bullpup configuration. And for those that don't know what a bullpup configuration is, you take the action and you place it into the stock of the weapon. That's a really simple explanation of a bullpup. It gives you a full 16-inch barrel in a very short package. There's pros and cons to that. The magazine and the action all takes place basically in your armpit. So I'll show you a little bit of what that's like. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I chose this because I like to take it for walks around my property. And it's very easy to manipulate and maneuver because it is in such a short package, while still giving you an amazing cartridge to work with, the 308. So plenty of power there. These rail sections can be removed. There's a Picatinny rail section under there, but I just like it the way it is. It's got some M-lock slots for lights, lasers. You got your charging handle here, your mag release here. Got your safety selector here. You can adjust the gas settings up here. See, this is a piston system. The action is generally cleaner than a direct impingement system. Comes with this muzzle brake. It's very loud, but quite effective. Today we're going to be shooting Freedom munitions. So this is a 308 Winchester, 147 grain full metal jacket, remanufactured from Freedom Munitions. That's what we're going to be shooting today. Here's a close-up look of that ammo in that cartridge. On the rifle itself, it's labeled 7.62 NATO, okay? Now, when you have a weapon that is labeled 7.62 NATO, you should check with the manufacturer before attempting to fire 308 out of it. Overall, I do like the design of the gun. I know on camera here it looks like a lot of plastic, but if you ever get to pick one of these up, they feel very substantial in your hands.
Good to go. You've got the red light.
Got the red light. You do get some QD mounts here and here on the rear of the stock, so that is really nice. The charging handle is non-reciprocating, and what that means is when you fire, charging handle remains in place, so you don't have to worry about it hitting you. You know, if your hand is here, if your thumb is a little too high, it's not going to take your thumb off. It's going to stay in place. Overall, a really cool gun, a lot of fun to shoot. I got this rig set up from Condor. It's very inexpensive, quick little rig. Gives me some pistol pouches on the front and some rifle pouches behind those. They do allow you to put these 308 mags in those pouches. This is your safety selector. It's really easy to manipulate. This is safe. This is not safe. The indicator are these icons here. There's like a little bullet with a slash through it and a little bullet with no slash through it. So pretty clear which one's safe, which one isn't. Your mag release is up here, and it is ambidextrous, meaning it's on both sides of the rifle. It's a pretty decent trigger, not bad. This is the butt stock. This is the part that interfaces with your shoulder. It's a little flat and it's a little rough on the shoulder after a long day of shooting. However, it's not that bad. So the recoil on the Tavor 7 is not that bad. You drop a pin up here, take that pin out, it is captured. This plastic piece folds down and the entire bolt assembly gets removed from the rear of the rifle. It's very easy to disassemble and clean. Here's the ejection port. Another QD cup. And the other side of the rifle where you can see an ambidextrous safety and magazine release. Something I want to mention is height over bore. What height over bore means is when your optic's height over the bore is significant, like this is, at really close distances, you're going to need to account for that height over bore to hit what you're aiming at. To show an example of this, I'm going to fire a round with my reticle directly on the black dot of the center plate. Then we're going to be able to see exactly where the round strikes in relation to where I'm aiming, giving us a height over bore at this distance. So my height over bore is this much at that distance. That means that at that distance, I need to place my reticle here at the top of the plate in order to strike the center. Let's go back and do that. So now I'm going to aim my reticle at the top of the plate, and we should hit in the center of the plate, accounting for my height over bore. So, as you can see, we accounted properly for the height over bore at that distance, and now we're hitting exactly where we're aiming at. Here's a 308 compared to a 9mm. It's a beautiful day here in the Wasteland Range. Just gonna let that ASMR. Bullet press. Bullet press. Gun ASMR stuff.
I think you're ruining it.
Shit. Oh yeah. Final thoughts. The Tavor 7 is an excellent weapon. Absolutely love shooting it. It's super fun. Very handy because it's a smaller package. Packs a huge punch because it's a 308 or 7.62 NATO. It's pretty accurate. This ACOG is a real treat on top of this weapon system. Highly recommend ACOG by Trijicon. If you're looking for an apocalypse approved optic, the ACOG by Trijicon, you cannot go wrong. Just want to thank everybody who decided to like and subscribe to our last video. We really appreciate it. My brother and I are trying to put together some cooler videos for you in the future. Tell us in the comment section what you guys want to see. We're going to read every comment that you make. I'll respond to every comment that has a question. Don't try this at home on what you call professional. And thanks for watching the Tavor 7 IWI highlights.